Da-da-da-da, da-da-da-da. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Marilyn Darling Show. And welcome to another episode of Currently Inked. How is everyone doing today? Are you having a nice day? I hope you're having a nice day wherever you are in the world. And today, we have some very special pens that were on loan from my friend Pierre Gustafson. And I have a couple that I want to ink up and try it for this week. We're going to be doing a black themed week. Now you have to excuse me, I'm a little ill right now and my sinuses are giving me the business. So I apologize in advance. Sorry about that. I had to tell someone I was busy. Alright. So let's take a look at last week's ink. I keep feeling this, and it's my little towel for wiping ink on, but it's wet because I just washed it. Anyway, so let's wire those in there. Okay. Alright, let's take a look at this week's inks and pens. My desk is a mess right now. Get into those in a minute. Can I even see? Is it going to let me have some? There. Can I have some focus? Thank you. Okay, there. That's better. Alright, so this week we had, let's say, the Wing Sung 3008 with a fine nib, and it did very well. Let's take a look at the journal to see how this week went. The 28th through the 6th. So, the 3008 did very good. Gets a check. The ink did very good. And then Monday was the Lambatao 3059. And I did quite a little bit of writing, and it was good. And the ink was cooperative. And then was the Jinhao 51A with diamine teal. And I did a fair bit of writing. And it seemed to be good. I did some dip pen things. And then was the Pilot Vanishing Point. And then Vanishing Point and the Noodler's Ahab. Let me see. With Colorverse Cat. Now this ink is very shimmery and fared very well in the pen from what I can remember. And it looks like it did good. The Pilot Vanishing Point did good. And everything looks good. Alright, then we had the Noodler's Nib Creeper with Diamine Blue Lightning. And, oh jeez, I can't even see, shit. Can't even see because the shimmer is so intense. But this had a lot of shimmer in it. Like, so much that it's blinding the camera. But I would not use this in a flexi pen situation because it doesn't look like it would fare very well. I did have this in the Nib Creeper, and I did a little bit of flexi writing with it, and it seemed fine. But the problem that I can already see with this ink is that there's a lot of sparkle. There's just almost too much sparkle. Because if you even move your hand over the paper, sparkles move all the way across the page. So, I mean, take it with a grain of salt. Perhaps don't shake your bottle that vigorously when you're inking up a pen. But I do like the color, so the color gets a check. And the shimmer is a check, and it cleaned out of the pen very well. So that's good, and that's a check. And then on Friday we had the Conklin demo with Ferris Wheel Press Timeless Blue, and I had to remove it from that pen because there's something wrong with that nib, and I have to fix it. But I did put it in another pen, only I can't remember which one off the top of my head. But I did not like this pen, but the ink was very cooperative that I can remember of. And then we had the Lamy Vista with Birmingham Blizzard Twinkle. I tried to do a little bit of writing with the Blizzard Twinkle in the Lamy, and it would not come out of the pen. There was just too many sparkles. So that gets a fail. But then I switched it into the Noodler's Conrad. And the Noodler's Conrad got a plus and a check. The ink was fine, or maybe the pen failed and the ink failed because it just clogged up the feed. So if you're going to use Birmingham Blizzard Twinkle, perhaps don't shake the bottle so aggressively when you're inking it. Also, don't use a pen with a lot of fins, as we're going to see in a minute. Perhaps use a Noodler's fountain pen because it has an ebonite feed and it won't get caught in the little fins. And then we had the Pilot Falcon, which was excellent. And then we had the Jane Davenport with Waterman Black, which was excellent, and the Vanishing Point with black, with Pilot Blue. Yes, Pilot Blue. So, that gets a check. Cool. Oh my goodness. Oh, wait a minute. We have... Oh, Waterman with black. Good, yeah. No. Waterman 12. With Krishna. Which gets a check for the pen and a check for the nib. Or the ink. Wow, that's a lot of pens. This week is also going to have a lot of pens. So, fasten your seatbelts. It's going to be a bumpy night. Alright, and that completes week 9. Yay! How excited! Okay. Okay. Alright, let's see. Alright. 7th through the 13th. Let's see, do we have anybody? Nope, not yet. Alright, well, let's take a look at the inks that we have coming up this week. The pens and inks that we're going to use this week are some very special pens on loan from Pierre Gustafson. And they are all filled with pretty much black. Pretty much black ink. So, let's take a look, see. Okay. Hopefully, that will settle out. Okay. So, Pierre Gustafson, if you're watching this, which I hope you are, but if you're not, I will mention this later. I tried to fill this pen with a syringe by putting a drop, in this way, but when I turned it face down to write with it, it blooped out onto the page. So this pen does not hold ink. Just want to let you know. I am really phlegmy today. Okay, so we're going to start off with, this is a Schaefer pen. I really should have done some research. This is a Schaefer. S H A E F F. S H A E F F E R S. Schaefer's. This is a conical nib. And fine with I think this is Parker Black. And then we have this little pen. This is a Waterman Taperite. And it is a lever filler. It has a little tiny nib on it. You can barely see it there. Little tiny nib. Okay. Let's take a look at the Schaefer again, just really quick. Conical nib. Schaefer Lifetime nib. The conical shape with a very interesting looking feed section. And it is a lever filler, so that's very interesting. This is a Waterman fountain pen, and it is a lever filler with this cute little nib. It's very interesting. Okay. With Waterman Black. The next one on the list is this Parker. This is a Parker 51. This has like a pearlescent finial and the little tiniest nib. It's a conical nib. Tubular nib. And this is an aerometric style Parker 51. This is definitely a broad nib and has Parker Quink one is another Parker, but this one is called a Demi. It also has a pearlescent type finial. And it too is an aerometric converter. Parker 51. And it's in this, I'll call it brown. And it has Parker Quink. Black. And you've guessed it, another Parker 51. This one has a silver conical finial, pole cap, and you guessed it, an aerometric converter. This one doesn't specify the year, but I have been told that it is a Parker 21. With Parker Quink Black. Alright, those will be in a shootout on Friday with these next few pens. I haven't done any inking of these ones yet, so this is going to take a little bit of time. Okay. The next one we're going to look at is the Wingsung 61. The Wingsung 618. This has a Hooded Fine Nib. And it's a piston. Alright, and we're going to ink this up with, we're going to go with Parker Quink Black. Now, because I don't have very much ink left in this, I have to Mickey rig a slant, because this didn't come with one. Thanks a lot, Parker. All right. Awesome. Parker Quink Black. Alright, the next one that we're going to have is the Jinhao 51A. Conical finial. Hooded Fine Nib. Cartridge converter. So that's interesting. And you guessed it, we're going to put Parker Quink Black in it. Okay. Alright, the next one that we're going to have is the Hero 616. The Hero 616. Conical finial. Arrow clip. Hooded Fine Nib. This one, don't know if you can see, but it has a type of ink window that you can kind of peek in and see the ink level of a fountain pen. And it has an aerometric converter, which I am not a fan of with this style. But we're going to go with Parker Quink Black. Okay, it seems to have some ink in it. Alright, the next one that we're going to go with is the newest one to my collection. This is the Wingsung 619. No, sorry. This is a Wingsung 613. This is the one that I think would be closest to the Parker style 51 conical finial. Has the demonstrator. You can see the fins inside of it. Looks really similar to how I imagine the original Parker 51 is. Has a converter. And you guessed it, we're going to put Parker Quink Black in it. If it would let me have some. My levels are getting so low. That should be enough. have here a Caico Retro with a Hooded Fine Nib, tubular hooded nib, and some sort of an ink window here. So that's cool. And it is a converter. Now the only thing with this I'm going to have a problem with is filling this, because obviously I'm running out of ink. So I'm going to use a syringe to syringe up some ink here. And dump it in here. Okay. And this is a Caico Retro. Alright, last but not least is the Jinhao 992 with a Hooded Fine Nib. And this one is a very special one because this is the only one that I know of that doesn't accept the cartridge converter, and I don't know why. This is the only one that doesn't, and I don't know why. And I've tried all of my converters, and I have like 100 of them. Okay. This is a Jinhao 992 with a Hooded Fine Nib. Parker Quink Black. Alright, well, those are all of the pens that we're going to be using this week. For this little bit. Okay, put these away. Alright, Waterman. Parker, running out of Parker Quink Black. And we're going to use our trusty Waterman. See with Krishna Black. I find that Krishna Black is way blacker than the other blacks that I have been using. This is the Pilot Falcon with Pilot Black. And the Pilot Vanishing Point with Pilot Blue. Well, we certainly have a lot of inks, a lot of pens, a lot of inks going on this week. Hopefully, I will get a chance to use all of them. we will see. Hiya, Gary. How are ya? Are you having a nice day? You know, I was thinking about doing a Zoom video, but I thought maybe just this once I would kind of keep it short and simple. I might do another one later. So if you're interested, I got these Parker pens from our dear friend Pierre Gustafson. He's loaning them to me so I can see if I like any of them, and if I want to, I can buy them. Which at this moment, I do not. But we will see at the end of this week if any of these change my mind. I will be doing more writing. Let's do a writing sample, shall we? What do you say? What do you say? All right, we'll do a writing sample in our book here because that seems more copacetic. Or maybe we'll just use some of this old paper because that's what it's for. All right, twist. I keep wanting to pull. No, don't pull. Oh, that's a Schaefer. Can you even see what's going on? Let's see. Is that better? Okay. Okay. This little Waterman pen has a weird, it's like bowed in one direction, but it fits comfortably in the hand, which is very interesting. It's like bent perfectly into my hand. Yep, it's going to be a week, let me tell you. Alright, this is a 51. Nice pen, but a little broad for my taste. This one's too broad, this one's too thin. Where's the Goldilocks zone when you need it? All right. All right. Now we have the six one 618. All right. This is the okay. This is the Jinhao 51A. Fine Nib. All right. Then we have the Hero 616. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's see. Now we have the Wingsung 613. Focus your novel and stop falling on the floor. I'm busy. The Caico Retro. Oh my god. Already it's a disappointment. It's getting inky everywhere. Jesus Christ. Ugh. Great, fantastic. Wash that out. Right back, 2 shakes. I may have failed to wash this pen out before I stuck ink in it. I know, I'm so naughty. It's not like me not to wash a pen out before I use it, but... Alright, what is next? Okay, here we have the Jinhao 992. If it wants to behave. I'm gonna try something really quick because this is not being cooperative. Oh, that one fits. How about that? Okay. Is that better? Sometimes if I restart the stream, it makes it better. I may have to deal with that pen. Oh dear. Maybe perhaps lower the frame rate, or lower the, I don't know what they call it, the resolution to 133? No, yeah, 144. Well, I'm almost done. God, just stupid thing. Let me have some. I'll beat you with a stick. Okay, well, I'm almost done. Okay, so, yeah, that's what it says. Well, okay, we're going to try and sneak through this just really quick. So this is the Hooded Fine Nib. All right. I'll see you all later. Have a great day. Oh, good luck. Bye.